Well, hi, everybody. I am Deb Evenson, a longtime educator in Alaska, and have done work throughout North America and a few other countries as well, working with communities and programs who to help communities and programs work with children, adolescents, and adults living with the prenatal exposure to alcohol, or what we call fetal alcohol spectrum disorders. 2 to 7% of all children in the United States have this disorder. Most of them are not fortunate enough to ever get the correct diagnosis. But in Alaska, we can say that at least 5% of the children have been prenatally exposed to alcohol. Alcohol changes how the brain develops, and it's permanent change. It also changes how it works. So learning how to work with children, adolescents, and adults who have a fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, who have these particular brain-based differences, will help ease the burdens of all of you wonderful people working in the after-school networks. It will make your job easier because the techniques that we use that work with people with individuals with FASD will not hurt anybody else or hold anybody else back. So it's, in a lot of ways, I think that children with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders are like the canaries in the coal mines because they illuminate the challenges and problems in our networks. They illuminate the problems in our schools, in our social service system, in other programs. So when life works and our programs work for children with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, it will work for everyone else as well. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that you can't hurt anyone else in your program by learning as much as you can about fetal alcohol spectrum disorders and implementing those strategies. In 1998, Jan Lutkey from British Columbia and I were presenting at a conference in Hawaii. It was a statewide Hawaiian conference for professionals, social service professionals, professionals and bureaucrats and leaders from a lot of the different programs serving children and adolescents in Hawaii. And the conference, we were keynote speakers, and the conference, our subject was how to work with kids with fetal alcohol. And we sat down, Jan Lutkey and I sat down, and we tried to make it very simple and very concise. The basic principles that you can implement that will help promote success in these children. And we came up with the 8 magic keys. We shared it at this conference, and since that time, the 8 magic keys have been used in programs throughout North America, in Australia, in Japan, in Europe, and in a lot in Canada as well. I said Canada's, of course, part of North America, but anyway, they're very simple. And I think that's why they've been used so much. In 2013, Anchorage School District, I was working with Anchorage School District, and we were helping develop the capacity of the school district to deal with the challenges of children and families living with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders. We got a group of master teachers together, and they put together a video based on the 8 magic keys, or the 8 magic strategies to work with kids with FASD. And even though these strategies had not been developed precisely at school, their video, of course, is based in a school setting because it was Anchorage School District. So you're going to see that video today. By the way, the video is now sold through the National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome out of Washington, D.C., and has just been translated into Russian and is translated into some other languages as well for being used around the world. So I welcome you to watching 8 Magic Keys. And remember that although this video is set in a school setting, the strategies were developed outside the school setting and work in after-school programs, social service activities, families. They work everywhere. They're very simple strategies. So good luck, have fun, enjoy the video, and I wish the pandemic was over and we were all in the same room sharing these ideas. Thank you for the wonderful work that you all do, and have a wonderful conference. Bye.
Just what is fetal alcohol spectrum disorders?
It refers to the brain damage that affects children and adolescents exposed prenatally to alcohol, and the learning and behavioral differences they exhibit as a result.
The changes in brain development may vary from child to child, but they are permanent.
Most individuals with FASD have no obvious physical deformities, which is why it is sometimes called the hidden disability.
So what do children with FASD act like?
They often make the same mistakes in academics, behavioral, and social situations over and over, even when given instructions or guidance that usually works with their peers.
The tried and true instructional tools may not be appropriate for a student with FASD.
Because the child usually doesn't understand the way his brain functions, he can believe it when he hears, "Try harder is the key to success."
It may really be the key to frustration for everybody, the child, the parent, and the teachers.
We now know a little more about FASD and how it affects a child's ability to be successful in school and in life.
We understand that the solution for the student
Or teacher.
Or parent.
is that we all need to try something different, to try more effectively by using supportive tools that provide structure and routine as the student moves through the process of learning.
Okay, so what are some strategies that might help a student with FASD be more successful in school and with everyday life activities?
We call these strategies the 8 Magic Keys.
Hi, I'm Mario. I have a fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. That means my brain works differently from my classmates, which can make it difficult to get through the day like everyone else. Sometimes, when it looks like I'm misbehaving, it's my brain trying to make sense out of what's going on. Here are some things my brain deals with every day. I'm a literal, concrete thinker. This means I may not understand phrases that say one thing and mean another. This caused a problem for me the other day in history class.
Mario, Yvonne, it's about time to get the ball rolling on your joint history project.
Mr. Z, we're doing ours on Germany. We were going to write a paper, but on second thought we might throw in a PowerPoint.
You two have had plenty of time to bat it around. Now it's time to apply yourselves.
Oh, let's put a relief map on our project. And we can dress up in lederhosen.
Don't bite off more than you can chew. We're down to the wire on this.
Bats? Chewing wire? What project?
Knock it off, Mario. If you don't light a fire under yourself, you're going to flunk this class.
I hate this class. I never know what to do.
I don't like what happened with Mario today. I think he wants to do his best, so I wonder how I could have handled that differently.
Students with FASD can be confused when you use words or phrases that have more than one meaning, or idioms that say one thing and mean another.
I want to try that again, using this key. Mario, come sit next to Yvonne. Let's talk about your history project.
Mr. Z, we're doing ours on Germany. We were just going to write a paper, but we've been thinking about making a PowerPoint too.
You two have had plenty of time to plan what you will do, so just pick one or the other. Now is the time you should be deciding what information you want in your presentation.
So, Mario, should we do a paper or a PowerPoint?
Let's do a PowerPoint. Can we go work in the library?
Sure, you can go to the library. I'm glad to see you two have a plan and are beginning to work on your project. Now, that was much better.
Sure was.
You now hold the first key to successful intervention. It's your first step in unlocking the way for Mario.
You know, it's also really hard for me to learn from experience. Every situation seems brand new to me, so it helps when my classroom is set up the same way each day. At the beginning of this year, my math teacher used to move the desks all the time. And just when I'd think I'd get the class figured out, I'd come in the room and she'd have this group here and that group over there. I never knew who I was supposed to sit with. And the homework basket, I couldn't ever find it. And she'd mark me down if I wrote my name on the left side of the paper. But that's where my social studies teacher always tells me to put it. There are some things I wish all my teachers would do the same way, like how they want an assignment done and where to turn it in. And it would really help if I knew where I was going to sit and who'd be next to me before I walked into class. I don't have that problem in math class anymore, not after the day she got that second magic key.
Students with FASD need consistency to help them generalize learning from one situation to another. Try to change the environment as little as possible and use the same words for important phrases and directions, both at school and home.
Wow, I never thought about this before. I think I'll check with Mario's other teachers to see if we can be more consistent with him. Yvonne, Mario, I'd like you two to sit over here again today. That seemed to work out very well. As a matter of fact, I would like you two to sit here for the rest of the semester. Lisa, Sam, I want you both at this next table. Be sure to turn in your homework to the basket before you leave today.
Ah, there's the basket, right where it was in social studies. Oh man, that really helps. Maybe I'll remember to turn my homework in this time.
But before you do, check that your name and date are in the upper right-hand corner, just like it's supposed to be for all your classes in this school. Now let's review your homework. If you have any questions, be sure to raise your hand.
What? What are we doing?
If you have any questions, be sure to raise your hand. Who can tell us the rule you used to figure out the first 4 problems? Sam?
The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
That's right, Sam. And if you keep that rule in mind, you will see that in all these problems, you had other choices for solving the problem.
I remember Mom saying that when we worked on this last night. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Congratulations! You now hold 2 keys for successful interventions.
Some days I think I know something, and then the next day, it's just gone.
Students with FASD have chronic short-term memory problems. They forget things they want to remember, as well as information that's been learned and retained for a period of time. In order for something to make it into their long-term memory, it may simply need to be taught, retaught, and retaught.
When I was just a kid, I always got into trouble at lunch because I had a hard time remembering what to do. I'd end up in time out instead of getting to go to recess. That was until the day the lunch duty, Ms. Smart, helped me. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Hey, Mario. I hope you get to go outside for recess today. Let's go over the rules for the lunchroom. Do you remember them?
Yeah, eat my lunch.
That's part of it, but you also need to remember these rules. Keep your hands to yourself. Sit in the same place. Eat only the food on your tray. And raise your hand when you're done. Can you do that?
Okay, I'll try.
Mario, I see your hand is up. You did a good job today. Go throw your trash away and line up for lunch recess, please.
Woohoo!
Mario, I see that you are in line, but you are poking Mary in the back. Do you remember the rules?
I guess I forgot.
The first rule is to keep your hands to yourself. Do you think you can follow that rule?
Will you give me another chance?
Okay, let's review the other 3 rules. Sit in the same place. Eat only the food on your tray. Raise your hand when you're done.
I sure did like Ms. Smart. She wanted me to get to recess, so she helped me remember. After a while, I didn't need her anymore.
Marvelous! You now hold 3 keys to success. You are able to support Mario more efficiently by being concrete, consistent, and providing repetition. Let's see what the next key has in store.
I have a hard time when my day changes because I don't know what to expect or how to act.
Stable routines that don't change from day to day will make it easier for students with FASD to know what to expect next and to decrease their anxiety, enabling them to learn.
At home, my family tries to help me get ready when things are going to be different. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mario. Hey, we're going to have a change in your day tomorrow. Instead of riding the bus to school, Dad'll be taking you to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned. Then you'll go to school in time for your PE class. I put a reminder note on the fridge. Now, go upstairs and pick out what you can wear tomorrow. Hey, Mario, did you follow your routine today?
Yeah, I brushed my teeth and combed my hair.
Great!
How do you like my shirt?
Looks good. Do you remember what the schedule change is?
Yep, it's right here on the fridge. Dad'll take me to the dentist. Come on, Dad.
You now have half of the magic keys to unlocking the door. I can see Mario being more successful every day. Let's find out what else you can do.
I can't pay attention if there's too much stuff going on around me. I'd love to look at all the papers on the bulletin boards around the room and to play with the things on my desk. Did you know Miss Bright's classroom has lights that hum? When they do, I can hardly hear her talk. And when I do hear her, she doesn't always make sense.
Remember to keep it short and simple. Students with FASD are easily overstimulated, which can cause them to shut down. At that point, no more information can be assimilated. A simple environment is the foundation for an effective school program.
I know Mario can be distracted and have trouble listening, just like some of my other students. Sometimes I have to remember to keep my directions short, simple, and to the point. Why, just the other day... Class, I want you to take out your literature books and turn to the end of Chapter 6 on page 34. Please write your answers to questions 1 through 5 and question 8 at the end of the chapter. Mario, get to work.
I don't know what to do.
Mario, open your book to page 34. I've written the directions on the board. Now, look at the questions. You can start by writing an answer to question 1. When you're done with that, look on the board to see what to do next.
Concrete, consistency, repetition, routine, and now simplicity. 5 down, 3 to go. The door will soon be open.
You know when you're watching a show on TV and can't figure out everything going on because you missed that last episode? Well, sometimes that's what I feel like. People tell me to do things, but I can't, or I do it wrong because they don't tell me everything I need to know. And then they get mad and I get mad and, well, you get it.
Be specific. Say exactly what you mean. Students with FASD have a hard time with abstractions and generalizations. Don't expect them to fill in the blanks when you give directions. Tell them step by step what to do.
Step by step? I'll have to think about that at practice this afternoon. Warm-ups! Everybody line up! Mario, when you're on the field and it's time for warm-ups, put your feet on the line next to the other students.
Oh, I thought you wanted us in a line like in the classroom.
Okay, everyone, drop and give me 10.
10 what?
Wow, I did it again. Everyone, down on the ground and do 10 push-ups.
I can do that.
You know, that Mario is a pretty good kid. He really does try. Looks like he just never knew exactly what I was talking about before. I think he stands a good chance to make varsity this year.
It's easy to assume that everyone knows what you're talking about, especially if you give the same information every day. Remember to be specific.
Sometimes I get into trouble outside of the classroom. I don't mean to. Everything is just always different and I don't know what to do. I did have one field trip in elementary school that was epic. I never got into trouble and I had a blast. But that was a while ago.
Structure is the glue that makes the world make sense for a student with FASD. If this glue is taken away, things fall apart. Help your students be successful by providing appropriate structure as a permanent foundation.
Unstructured times are the hardest for Mario because he can't predict what will come next. I have to anticipate what supports he'll need so he'll know how to behave in these situations. It takes time, but it's worth it in the long run. Class, it's about time for our field trip to the museum. I need to go over some things with you before the bus comes. This morning I assigned each of you a partner that you'll need to stay with at all times. Please go stand by your partner. Here is a reminder of what we'll be doing today. Please put this in your pocket when we're done reading it. First, we'll line up in partner pairs for the bus. Class, I like the way you stayed with your partners on the bus and while putting your coats and lunches up. In a minute, we'll walk down the middle of the hall to the dinosaurs. When we get in there, I want you to stay in the dinosaur room with the class. At 12 o'clock, you'll hear me clap like this. And we'll line back up with partners to go get our lunches. Then I'll clap my hands again to let you know when it's time to line back up with your partner for the bus. If you forget what you are supposed to be doing at any time, check the schedule in your pocket or ask your partner.
Structure, the glue that holds it all together. And he will need this at every stage of his life. Only one more key to go.
I'm getting too old for my parents to be telling me what to do all the time. It's sure been great getting to hang out with Sam without them. You know, my mom told me that a good friend is someone who will look out for you and help you make good choices. Well, I guess that means Sam's a good friend.
Because of cognitive challenges, students with FASD bring a naivete to daily life situations. Constant supervision can help them to develop habit patterns of appropriate behavior.
I want Mario to have a chance to be with his friends without Mom tagging along. How can I supervise him without getting in the way of his social life?
Supervision can be provided by a parent or other adult, or, if it's safe and more socially appropriate, even a peer.
I don't think they have the right phone charger here. It's about time for the movie to start anyway, Mario. Ready to go?
They're cute. Let's go meet 'em. Hi there. What you doing?
We're just going to the movie.
Oh, that's too bad.
Why is that too bad?
Well, we just saw it, so we were going to walk around the mall for a while, and then we're going to a party.
Yeah, and we thought maybe you'd like to come with us.
Wow, really? That sounds great.
Mario, we've been planning to see this movie for a long time and promised our parents would be outside at the end of it.
Yeah, but...
That's not what we had planned.
Oh, I guess we better stick to our plan.
Nice meeting you both. Maybe we'll see you around sometime.
A peer helper can be a great voice in the ear to guide good decision making. And with that, and the others, you've unlocked the way for Mario to be successful in life. Congratulations! Your success is Mario's success.